Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We are back with some actually very fun stuff that I wanted to talk about all the upcoming plans the devs kind of hinted towards with this, again, entire, anniversary live stream, correct? They did a few things, like, this year, actually, they did much less than they did last year. I don't know what happened. It's very weird, because last year they did give much more of, like, an answer of what's up and coming. Obviously, they've stopped saying a collaboration is soon, because they don't want you to start saving, because they don't want you to, right? So they stopped doing that. That already got thrown out the window. But when it comes to, like, more so, like, announcing content, they were much more hesitant this time, because they know they're not going to be able to deliver on the content, so they didn't want to say anything, because again, they know that they can't do it. So this year was a little bit different. So comparatively speaking to my last video, like last year, when I covered the same thing about the future plans they have, this one's much less, because again, they didn't want to really say much. They just wanted to keep their cards close to their chest, and there's multiple reasons for that. So we're gonna jump into it. Everything up and coming. There is some great stuff though. I want to make that clear. There is some great stuff, but maybe less than last year is what I'm trying to get at. All right, let's hop into it. Let's check it out. Also, like and subscribe. Helps out a ton. So first, we're going to be referring to this over here. This was the second anniversary's developer interview. It happened on stream. I ran this at 2 speed. I quickly went through just to verify all my info. I wrote this down, like I was literally on stream taking notes just to make sure I know what they were saying here to like TLDR it. And again, when we were on stream like this, we were talking to each other with the chat, right? And we all were coming down to the same thing here. They were avoiding speaking on some topics. And what I will say is one of the upcoming plans that I still hope is a plan, and this was already confirmed. This is like a thing that we're supposed to be getting, and this is like the main thing. What happened to Champion Arena? They didn't even message about what happened to it. They said it got postponed to October. We are now in November. We have gone through everything. I really wonder what happened to it. And it's like, it's not that they didn't say anything, it's that they didn't say anything, right? Like, it's okay to say like, hey, we delayed it. Fine, right? You said something. They didn't even delay it. They know that it's going to look bad if they further say they delayed it. They're probably now going to either just announce it's come out. It's like, it's out now or something like that, like being in a new update, other than saying it's delayed, because it just makes them look bad at this point. Champion Arena got delayed from September to October, now onwards. But let's be honest here, it's been delayed since when, right? It's been delayed since like 5-ish months. It's been constantly delayed. This was announced to you at the end of 2023. That's how long it's been. This was in the pipeline since 2023, like middle, right? That's how long it's been in the pipeline for. So it's kind of insane, but yeah, Champion Arena should still be on the horizon. Again, they didn't name drop it. They didn't say anything about it. Like if they were to at least address it and say like, hey, we're still working on it. We're super sorry. We had some like, things that came up. All they said was we delayed it. Again, back then, this is September's dev notes, correct? They delayed it during September's dev notes to October. But they didn't release in October. Anniversary went through, and it was supposed to be released during the Annie, like a big content, like they kind of usually do, like a big content for Annie. Well, they didn't do it this year, so we'll see again when Champion Arena comes through. I keep getting comments about that, saying like, oh, you told me there was a content coming, what happened to it? I can't tell you much. All they said was nothing. They didn't even tell us it's delayed or anything. But we didn't get it. Officially, we did not get it, so that was there. Beyond that, they also again had it. This is a 23-minute video, mind you. Like this entire dev interview, and what really happened. Most of it was like, we like working on designs, we like working on bosses, we like working on characters, and that's mainly it. The main points they put down here, and this is what I put in my TLDR, they really want to put more of a deep dive into story, right? They're going to be pushing story very hard real soon, so if you are like behind on it, I highly recommend, not them, they're not saying this, but I highly recommend you catch up to it, because there are some very key parts of the story coming through, and they plan to like, right now story is in a point where there is like big stuff happening, right? Like whether it be like the way they're saying it is the same way they said it in interviews. They want to start pushing out like Anise 2.0 or SSR Anise. They want to start pushing out SSR Neon, like a brand new story variant of these characters. Obviously Rappi, right? That's their goal, to like push these really integral characters and make them have like a huge like revamp jump and whatnot, right? That's what their plan is right now. Their plan is to have really key parts in the story and make real high jumps with it. And this was something we were saying in the interviews as well during the TGS. They were saying it live on stage, saying like, yeah, we really want to push story. We really want to make some big jumps in it and really, cultivate what we're trying to do and get the message across real quick about like this being the biggest kind of story segments for now, right? That's like the main thing they were going for. Which was really cool, okay? Beyond that, they talked about heretics, and they kept on saying we want to expand on these heretics. Leviathan was created like as a passion thing, and we want to create more heretics that the players can love and kind of get a nice deep dive into the story there. They did say back then, like this was 6 months ago, that we're going to do a hard deep dive on these heretics and expand on their stories. And they were like hinting back then, 6 months ago, that these heretics would get a side story, and it would be like multiple side stories that would give their perspective on things, and not like humanize them, but push their points and what they're at, okay, and why they're doing what they're doing and what's happening with what they're doing, right, and their journey. What happened to that? What happened to that? Oh, 6 months ago we got that message that they were gonna like push hardcore heretic story, and it never happened. So that was back then, but here they kind of said the same thing, that they're pushing heretics and such, and that's there. They also talked about like designing bosses and everything and how that went through. They also talked about how, like, again, same thing, mini games is like their big focus, and this year they really wanted to put the biggest part of the dev team towards making mini games, and maybe let me know down below if you'd like the Crystal Chamber. It's definitely people who like it, don't like it, or the mirror event, right? The mini game. You know, let me know. But they put their highest amount of dev team towards it. Dev power went towards that, and they hoped it was a success. So you let me know down below, was it a success to you? But beyond that, again, it was like mainly just going through talking about boss designs and such. They have really cool boss designs in the future they want to work on. They also talked about that up and coming, like they want to do more different character types. Like we did a school update, we did this update. They want to do like a martial arts update, like a character who's like a sensei, or a character who's like a fighter, right? They want to do different versions of characters and expand more outside of the realm of what they've been doing. Like we had like the gambling update. They don't like that they're staying like static, right? They don't like, hey, we're doing Blanc and Noir, like bunny girls. Ugh. Enough of bunny girls, right? They want to expand that, so they were talking about what's left. What else can we cook up here? And again, Korea has been asking for like a professional, like attire secretary type character. I wonder if they were like hinting towards that, saying like, oh yeah, we're cooking up a secretary type character. But KR players have been dying to see that being like a professional, you know, type of thing there. But let me know what you want, right? They did like name drop a few of the things that they want to work on, but again, like that was being like, hey, you know, that's like what we want to do. We don't want to like keep on pushing, you know, schoolgirls every year, bunny girls every year, and those things we want to expand and see what else we can go and what else we can do here, instead of like keep like reverting back to that. So that was also what they kind of said there. Beyond that, they mainly again refer to mini games and stuff like that. If you were looking at this as a 23-minute video, I watched this on stream again. There really isn't much about like future stuff beyond this. They talk about future in Nikke, right? She likes to create, again, fun and quirky costumes, not just beautiful ones, magical girls, and martial art novels. So again, that's also what they're going for. They want to expand from the status quo. Okay, so instead of like 10,000 swimsuit girls, you're gonna get, you know, a brand new update like this, being whatever they're thinking about. So that's there too. Beyond that, also, they're trying to up the boss design. They're trying to work on stuff like that. There are also more heretics coming soon, and they plan to expand on those things. Behemoth and Indivilia, they also, again, they said this last time too, 6 months ago, that they want to push that entire, like jumpstart the heretic story, which again, we're waiting for. We are getting like heretics again each time. Leviathan, Behemoth, we are getting those things, but they want to like deep dive the story. So would you say these last chapters were like a full deep dive and like a massive expansion of what heretics really are, and like giving that? Again, they were trying to say like they would do side stories, but sadly they didn't really go for that as I thought they would. They also again say that they're going to take each of the bosses we have, right, and take those fan favorite mechanics like Altesian, right, the train. They're going to take those things and merge it with new bosses coming soon for a kind of stylized, you know, feel of nostalgia with a feel of brand new stuff here to make it fun, which is again what we got here with the newest beast, which was Behemoth. You saw how that's basically trained, but not, right? They want to do that and keep doing that moving forward, taking multiple things we have there and giving it a nice like fresh perspective and a fresh way to look at it. But yeah, it looks like this again, past bosses like this returned with a new appearance. They were going to try doing this, and that's what they wanted to get going. They then talked about for a while music. They want to keep going with the music. They want to keep on bringing you collaboration projects when it comes to music and do stuff like that. So that's always a big part of Nikke, the music, and they continue to like make that clear. They also say this also, you know, the Surface 1.0 content, this the SD characters, that also got delayed, and it is coming, but we don't know when for sure. It's again progressing smoothly as of right now, you know, but you know, that's really it. And then mini game development. So That was literally the future parts here. Mainly, they did refer to that SD content, and that it's coming soon. The other part that we were laughing at on stream, they were saying that like they don't want to give any content to you because they don't want to like give too much content and then cause player fatigue. Which that statement really pissed off the JP chat and the KR chat also, because they want content to not have the fatigue of wanting to quit, right? Like people get bored with Nikke and they want reasons to like, you know, wail on characters. That new content is outstanding, and no one complained for a good amount of time since that content's been implemented. The new expansive what is it? Interception, direct special interception, whatever. That no one complained for a little bit now. But it's like they keep saying that they don't want to add big content pieces because of fatigue. I get it that this is an idle game, and I fully understand that, but the game has been out for 2 years, and JPKR just wants some more content, like stuff like that, right? And because why they keep complaining and keep on like expanding on that is because they get promised the content, and then it keeps getting delayed so much. So JPKR and also Global. I don't know why I keep saying JPKR, but I see it because I'm always on the forums and I see what they're saying. But Global too, they don't like that. It's like, yo, you know, you say a content, you push the content 4 months back, but their plan is they don't want to release too much content. They think that will increase player fatigue, causing less players to enjoy the game and do it that way. But you know, they're working on it. The SD characters thing was announced to us again like 9 months ago, and still hasn't released yet, but it's coming soon. They did say that minigames are a big focus of the development team. They're going to add new minigames to arcade, and we're going to get more constant minigames throughout updates and such. And those minigames will be slowly dripped into arcade, so you have more gems and the ability to replay them, because they put so much effort into making them. They want you to be able to replay them at any point, but yeah, that's where they're at too. So beyond that, again, they're pushing the story. There's some very cool stuff coming soon, very exciting things that you guys will all love, and that is coming soon too. But beyond that, I think that they pretty much wrapped it up here, and that's kind of all I had for you. Wise craves abs so developed. She worked hard, and she's been through life, bro. She had a hard life, that's why. The raptures over here, you can read through these if you want that to be like your lore drops, but that's pretty much it, and that's what they went for over here. So just want to talk about this, about their other future plans here. Most likely, I'll just give you a TLDR right now. Most likely, their main plan is to focus on minigames and pushing story as hard as possible. When it comes to content, the only 2 contents left are the SD characters that are supposed to be happening. It was a surface level content, which SD characters, surface level, that's all they really told us about. But that should be happening at some point. Championship Arena, it's been delayed, it looks like, again, without any statement of when it's coming out, and not even a single drop of knowledge here about what it is, what happened to it, and where it went. Beyond that, they want to push heretics as much as they can. They were hinting to it back then that side stories would be involving more heretics like Modernia, originally with what she was, right? But never happened, so I don't know where their goal is with that one. We got, again, our latest side story, which was not heretic based per se, but that's their plan. And then again, music, they're going to push as much music as they possibly can, and collaborations apart with music and stuff like that. And beyond that, again, they were going to put their dev team power towards pushing better minigames, more popular minigames, and dripping them slowly into arcade to have continuous access to those minigames. So again, you have things to do besides playing with the game. So that's their goal. As of right now, let me know what you think about that. Let me know how you feel about all this stuff over here. Sadly, they didn't even talk about the Christmas stuff and such. Like last year, they did a little bit more Christmas talk, right, about what they're planning there too. But they didn't get that this year, and no collaboration knowledge. So that's the entire stream. Developer interview broke down, and the additional points combining the other interviews they've said into one. So that's my quick little future plans for Nikke and what the devs have in store for you coming soon. Take care, have fun. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. And yeah, it's been it.